Hey, what's up? It's Symphony here. Subscribe to my brother Mr. Creepy as Hell channel, and when you're watching his videos, make sure you stay in one piece. Peace, peace, peace.
Do y'all remember back in 2016, it was around October when there was a bunch of reports of people spotting clowns in certain areas, like in woods or different places. People thought that maybe it was just teens making jokes or playing a prank. But in my situation, this was something more serious and more deadly. And it left me very paranoid and scared, and I've been having nightmares ever since I dealt with that. So this happened when I was about 22. It was 2016. I was on my phone watching some YouTube videos. I started to get hungry as I was watching videos. So I got up and went towards my kitchen to prepare me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I looked up at my kitchen window that was above my sink, and I saw something that made my blood run cold. It made me drop whatever I had in my hands. Standing outside, looking back at me in the house, was a clown. A person dressed up as a clown. But what made this clown look really creepy is the way he smiled and the way that he moved his hands. The way he waved at me. He had this deep smile on him that looked really unsettling. I stood there as I was petrified. The clown looked so creepy. And then the clown suddenly changed his facial expression. His facial expression looked like someone who was annoyed. And then, out of nowhere, the clown just ran and made his way to my front door. And then he knocked. I slowly walked out of the kitchen and into the living room area where the front door was at. I looked through the peephole and I saw that clown once again with that very disturbing smile. I didn't say anything, but it didn't matter. The clown started to talk to me, and the way he talked gave goosebumps all over my body, and it ignited a fear inside of me that I didn't know I had.
Hey, don't be afraid. My name is Marty the Clown. Just let me in. I just want to show you a trick. Let me in.
What the fuck? No! Go! Get out of here! You're on my property! I'm gonna call the police because you're trespassing. If you don't get out of here by the time I count to 5, I'm calling the cops, I said to the clown as I was trying my very best to sound tough, even though I can feel my voice shaking. But I don't think the clown knew. I watched as the clown walked off my porch and onto the street. He walked it far off enough where I couldn't see him anymore, and I thought everything was good. But I was very wrong about the situation, and that clown was not done with me at all, and things were about to get exponentially worse by the time morning comes. I sat back in my kitchen thinking about what happened. My nerves were really bad. I got up. Instead of eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich, I just grabbed me some alcohol and I drank that to calm my nerves down. After about an hour, I went upstairs and I decided to go off to sleep. By the time I got into bed, it was around 11:30 p.m. I went off to sleep, but I wasn't asleep that long. I want to say about an hour and 30 minutes. I got back up at around 1 because I could have sworn I heard some noises in my kitchen. I got up thinking that it may be something going on. Maybe something just could have happened to fall. And I walked slowly in the kitchen just to make sure everything was alright. And when I got towards the kitchen, I had to duck quickly back into the hallway. My heart was pumping fast, and it felt like it was going to come out my chest. I was breathing rapidly. I couldn't control my breathing. What I saw in that kitchen terrified me. It was the clown, and I didn't know how he was able to get in my house. I know I had everything locked. I slowly tried to go back into my room without making any noise, praying and hoping that clown didn't notice I was out of my room. But by the time I made my way just a foot into my room, I felt something grabbing my other leg. I immediately fell down on the hardwood floor, hitting my head extremely hard as pain began to surge all over my body and my head.
You can't run away from me that easy. I just want to show you a magic trick. Then I'll be out of your hair. Please tell me you'll stay. Watch Marty perform his magic trick.
The clown said to me as he was holding my foot. Fuck off! You're in my house. I don't want to see your magic trick. You need to leave right now. Let go of my foot. I protested the clown. But when I said that, I noticed that his mood changed. He went from being all happy and smiles and everything to downright angry and pissed off. It scared me the way his mood changed so quickly. And then he said something to me that really frightened me.
No, you don't have a choice. You're gonna watch my magic trick, even if it means I have to nail you to the floor.
And then, in the moment of horror, I saw the clown pull out a nail gun from his shirt. And then he had a cord and he plugged it up. He plugged it up in the socket that was by my front door. And then I tried to make a run for it, but he grabbed my legs. And then he placed that nail gun on my legs and pushed my legs down to the floor. And then, the moment of horror, he turned it on and he used the nail gun to nail my legs onto the floor of the house. I remember yelling out in pain. It was so excruciating. It felt like my whole bones in my legs broke. And then he used the nail gun for my other legs. And once again, I felt that horrendous pain where it felt like every single small bone in my legs broke. I yelled out in even more pain. I yelled real loud, but the clown was laughing, getting joy out of it. I was in so much pain, I couldn't even move. I can feel the nails in my legs. It was excruciating pain. I kept on wailing and crying because the pain was excruciating. I knew I was gonna die. And then the clown said to me,
Now, the magic trick is, I'm gonna make you disappear with my fun gun. Now, give me a round of applause.
The clown said to me, but I was too much in pain to even remotely barely hear what this guy was saying. He wanted me to clap while I was in pain after he nailed my legs to the floor. I kept on crying, yelping in pain. The clown got mad, and then he walked up towards me, grabbed my hands, and said,
I told you to clap your hands.
The clown angrily said to me. And then he said,
You know what? You don't deserve to see a magic trick. How about this? I'll do a magic trick that'll be more suitable for you. It's called making you disappear.
The clown then pulled out a gun. And at this point, I was so tired of being in pain after the clown nailed my legs to the floor. I just put my head down and closed my eyes. I was waiting to just accept death. I didn't want to go through this any longer. I didn't want to go through this torture. But before that can happen, the cops came and they bust down my door. The clown tried to make a run for it, but the cops immediately overpowered him and they put him under arrest and put him in custody. The cops had to slowly get paramedics to come and to slowly move the nails out of my legs, and I was rushed to the hospital. Apparently, a neighbor heard everything that was going on, and he called the police on me to do a welfare check. When one of the cops came and saw what was happening, he called for backup, and that's how all the cops came in and was able to save me. After that ordeal, I have a new fear of clowns, because every time I think about clowns, I think about that man who came in, who had every intention on killing me. The only good thing out of this was the man who dressed up as a clown and broke into my house was serving a good 40-year prison sentence. I was relieved, and I hope he never gets out,